Once upon a time, in a digitally distant land, there lived a pleasant peasant named Sandorkerr. He lived a very simple life, raising sheep on a farm upon a pasture, in the countryside next to a town overseen by a mighty castle. Sandorkerr was never quite content with his place in the world. Though he loved humbly raising sheep, he had always thought that he was destined for something greater, to be a man of influence who would make a difference in the community. Sandorkerr aspired to help those around him. Meanwhile, in the castle, King Humphrey believed that he was destined to seize further power and grow wealthier by the day. His plan involved forcing the peasants to work harder, tax them more, and give them less. King Humphrey never heard the people's complaints. He believed that he was a benevolent king. One day, while caring for his sheep as they grazed, something caught Sandorker's eye on the edge of the field near the forest. It was an enormous, intricate web. It was sophisticated with infinite interconnections. Its reach seemed endless. Dangling from the web was the strangest-looking spider Sandorkerr had ever seen. It was enormous, and gazed at the young shepherd with interest. Sandorkerr stepped closer, eyeing the spider. To his surprise, it spoke. "You want to make a difference, don't you, Sandorkerr?" "Yes." "How did you know that? Where did you learn to speak?" "I know a great many things, thanks to the interconnectedness of my web," the spider replied. "It is difficult to understand, but I will share its secrets with you so that you can help your fellow townspeople. You will go on a quest. You will do as I say and collect what you need to make a difference and help the community. Do you accept?" "Yes," replied Sandorkerr. "Good. You will first visit the Linked Inn. It's quite far from here. When you arrive, you will meet others like you. Befriend them and bring them back here to see me." So Sandorkerr left his sheep behind and started walking to the Linked Inn. It was an arduous journey that took him many days, but finally he arrived. It wasn't long before Sandorkerr had made some connections at the Linked Inn. People gathered and referred their connections to the quest, and before long an entire community of people were ready to go back and meet the spider for their next instructions. The spider was happy to see them arrive. "Good," he said. "Now that you're connected, follow me." He led them a little further into the forest, and they came to rest on the banks of a marsh called the primordial bogger. "I have 3 gifts for you," said the spider. "First, the Wiki'd witch. She's a very powerful helper, if she is used properly. What makes her so valuable is that you can take all of your talents and give them to her. She is the ultimate in collaboration. You can combine your collective knowledge, skills, and talents to achieve incredible things together. Collaboration will be invaluable if you are to achieve your goals." Everyone was impressed. They started collaborating immediately to make her the perfect sum of all of their best attributes and skills. "Your second gift is the face scroll," announced the spider. "It will enhance your community by giving you connections, helping give status updates, sharing information, meeting new people, and organizing you into groups." The face scroll glimmered. "Third, I give you the tweeter bird. This will allow you to send messages throughout the kingdom. You will be able to reach peasants and nobles alike. Let me caution you, however, it is also important to listen. You need to be authentic. You can use the tweeter to both speak and listen, but you must do it building community." With all of these tools, Sandorkerr and his friends, connections, and followers started to get creative. They used the Wiki'd witch to coordinate their efforts and collaborate. They sent the tweeter bird throughout the kingdom to connect with community members, both giving and receiving information. Through the face scroll, they shared music, art, poetry, philosophy, and ideas. And together with all of their new gifts, enabled by the spider and his web, Sandorkerr was able to mobilize the people to the point that King Humphrey couldn't ignore them anymore. The king called an audience with Sandorkerr. Sandorkerr spoke on behalf of the community, saying that the people demanded to be listened to. They wanted justice, and they requested transparency and accountability. King Humphrey realized that he could not ignore and exploit the people any longer. He relented, giving Sandorkerr and the people what they wanted. After the agreement was signed, they sent the Tweeterbirds to all the land to share the news, and then shared a delicious pizza together. After all, it was Pizza Friday. And they lived connectedly ever after. The end.